This video will provide an overview of the course development and review process at Central Carolina Community College. During your development, you will be working with one of two instructional designers that are located at the Center for Academic Excellence on the Lee campus on the first floor of the Marchant Building, Lisa Knight or Dr. Jamie McLeod. The very first step to this development process is to go to the college intranet, log in, and locate in the Distance Ed section the course development proposal. This proposal has several sections to it. One section, you'll provide information about yourself in the course developer section. The course information section is where you give information about the course. The course delivery is where you describe how it will be delivered. And the course development timeline is where you will give a estimated timeline for completing certain parts of the course. The course overview is where you describe whether this course has been taught before, whether it is just being revamped, or whether it's brand new, whether or not you're going to be using open educational resources or publisher content. The course development contract allows you the option, after talking with your department head and the director of distance education, either to be paid for development or be given release time. So once you have talked to your department head and decided how you will be paid for the development, whether it will be given release time from teaching classes or payment, then you'll fill out this section. Each part or step of the review process utilizes a review tool or a checklist to make sure that the course is accessible, that you're using a variety of instructional strategies and materials, and that you are providing the intellectual property rights and ownership and use of developed resource information that you should, and that you are providing proper copyright information citations for the materials you're using in the course. Once you've completed every section of the course development proposal, you'll need to sign it. You'll need the department chair to sign it. It will need the dean's signature, and then it will need to be sent to Amanda Carter for her signature as Director of Distance Education, and finally to the Executive Director of the Center for Academic Excellence, Dr. Rodney Powell. Once it has been approved, then one of the two instructional designers, Lisa or Jamie, will contact you and arrange for a meeting. During that time, we will discuss the development process. We utilize a course review tool that has 3 pages to it, kind of a checklist of different types of things that we're looking for in each part of the course development. And at the top of that, we come up with a timeline of development. The first phase includes creating a course map, where we kind of map out what will be put in the course and what the learning objectives are at the course level and the module level. That's the very first step. The second step, which we call phase 1, is to actually complete the very first module, all the content and everything in it, so that we can get a quick look at it to make sure that you are adhering and using best practices for developing and organizing your course, ensuring that the materials are ADA compliant, and that you are demonstrating academic integrity by citing resources and appropriate copyright for the resources that you're using. And once that has gone through a quick review, then phase 2 is to complete the first half of the modules. And phase 3, after that has gone under review, is to complete the second half of the modules, including the syllabus and the orientation. In the course development proposal, you have already tentatively come up with due dates for these sections of course development. But during that initial meeting with the instructional designer, you will solidify those due dates. Also, you will have the opportunity, if this is the very first development that you've ever done with us, to take a course called Planning Your Online Course. And it's a 10-week course, so it will occur during the first 10 weeks. Usually there's a cohort of instructors that are working together, developing their first course or redeveloping a course. And this course kind of steps you through the development process and teaches you the best strategies to develop your course and to facilitate your course. So it's a 10-week course, and if you look at it, we have a course map that we've created. And you can see that there's an orientation, a module 1, module 2, and module 3 and module 4, and then module 5 is summing everything up. So by the end of that course, you will have completed your course map with the objectives at the course level and for all of your modules. You will have completely developed module 1 and completely developed your orientation and have identified how you're going to apply some of these best practices that we're talking about within the rest of the course development. So this is a great way to kind of step you through it in an organized way, and at the same time work with other instructors who are going through the same process to bounce ideas off of each other and to get a really good feel for how other people are dealing with some similar problems that you will encounter during the development process. At the end of each development stage, phase 1, phase 2, and so forth, we actually have a review tool that we use. It has 3 pages, and it's kind of a big checklist of what we're looking for in each section of the course. So the first step of the review process is to develop your course, and during the development, the instructional designer, ID, will conduct a review of each part of the course and will give you feedback and allow you the opportunity to make edits and improve, or to just keep what you have. The next step is to send the course through a review by the department head and then a review by the dean. And once all 3 individuals have completed that process, then the course can be released and copied and used to teach courses, to teach students with. Also, that is when you will receive your payment. So technically, in reality, it usually takes 3 to 4 months to develop a course, and it gets hectic because it's while you're a lot of times you're teaching a full load or maybe even extra, and you have life responsibilities. So sometimes people find that they are not completely done at the end, but they want to pilot their course. So in general, we really recommend and we try to push you to have that course completely developed and reviewed by the instructional designer. And then it can be piloted for a semester while you're fine-tuning it. And during that semester, we can get the department head and the dean to review it. But it's important to note that you will not be compensated financially for that course until you have all of the reviews completed and everybody's happy with everything.